Welcome to QFAG,
if it's too low, you get squished.
Hey!
Oh, that's the soapbox, of course. Of course.
To our inaugural QFAG training ground.
Oh my God, say more. What do you really think?
And so I'm going to turn you over to Faze. I'm going to go over here and work a machete so that you've got some materials to use.
All right.
Yeah.
So walk me through, what are you doing here?
So we've split some bamboo. This is radical fairy bamboo, so we are in good hands.
It doesn't look very glittery.
No, it's not, but it's going to be the basis for some very good looking and very glittery weaving. It's going to be turned into circles, and those circles are going to be part of the infrastructure that people are going to be weaving on today.
Yep.
And you can see all around us here these posts with the beautiful flags fluttering in the breeze. The circles are going to be suspended between these posts. We've got 3 of them, and then people are bringing materials including cat's claw, which is a weed in the bush around here, bangalow palms, which are a native plant here, and some organic cotton. And we're going to use these structures to start weaving, but people can really, they can really do whatever it is that they would most like, actually. It's a very collaborative event, and even though I've designed the infrastructure, I don't have any idea really of like what it's going to look like at the end of the day, or I'm kind of hoping too that because we're going to leave it here that people might keep adding to it.
Yep.
So it'll be about here maybe a week or so. The concept behind it came for me from a few different gatherings that I've been to lately. I went to a yatra, which is like a bushwalking meditation event. It was the women's yatra this year. And we did some weaving, some basket weaving, but also created some weaving in the forest, a little bit Andy Goldsworthy-esque, leaving it as an offering to the forest, but documenting that process and creating art and leaving it there. And I feel curious about how we might encourage people to put their efforts into defending forests, because trees are not able to defend themselves against the tools that are being used against them. And that means that they need people's help. And for me, my relationship with the forest and the trees is really symbiotic. They are my lungs in a way. They're creating the oxygen that I need. And without them, I lose a sense of home, because my experience of going out to the bush in all the places that I have travelled to or lived in is that it's really rejuvenating. It's incredibly nurturing, and it's these are really important places for human beings to maintain a connection with, in my opinion. And in my experience, getting away from our screens and closing our doors and stepping out into the bush, there's a sense of homecoming, and I want to try and encourage that. And I feel like human beings can drop their screens, shut our doors, and come out to the forest. And I wonder how we can weave nature more into our lives, and how we can weave our lives more into nature. And so that's the concept behind today, is just to come together and do a beautifully collaborative, creative, artistic community project together and create a cauldron in which we're going to see what brews and what magic we can create when we give people an opportunity to come together and consider what is their relationship with nature. What is their experience coming out on a Sunday to a park? Why do they give a shit about the forest? Why is it important that we defend them? And that for me is because it's a place that feels like home, but also it might sound strange to some people, but there's a sense of kinship for me. Like I don't get to live if there was no trees left, if there were no animals that inhabit the trees, if there were no waterways that course through those forests, then I'm dead too. And so while to some people it might seem like a really lovely hippie ideal about saving the forest, I'm pretty much, this is life and death actually.
It's very
This is
practical.
about my survival too. Yeah, it's pretty utilitarian on a lot of levels. And so while I love that good juju that I get from the forests, it's not an option for us to just let them all be felled. And that's the risk that we're running at the moment locally, because politicians and business are making decisions that mean more trees are being felled, more koalas are dying, more animals are losing their habitat and their home. And I'm an animal too, and I don't want to lose my home.
I need a knot, and I know you can do it. I need a knot that won't slip, because we're making a pink rope tunnel to climb through.
You need a pink non-slip knot.
Yeah, it's non-slip.
Okay.
So I'm going to film you
Okay.
and Moo. We've tried a few
So
people.
what, just to form a loop? Well, that looks
Yeah.
pretty non-slippy. Oh, that's totally slippy. Okay, all right. Let's see what we can do. Maybe a classic bowline is in order.
A bowline.
Yeah.
Let's do a bowline.
Yeah. So that's
Let's find
gonna.
out
So what is a
what
bowline?
is.
Bowline is a knot that was taught to me by an Italian archaeologist called Gigi, who I may have mentioned before. Oh, yum, snacks. Thanks. And I met Gigi. Oh, I met Gigi in the summer of 1988 when I was on my very first archaeological dig in Sutton Hoo in the UK. So we wondered about that. We wondered about that circumference.
Yes, because you want to be able to get through it.
Okay.
Climb through it.
Right.
But not be too wide. Not be too wide.
So let's see if I can remember how this goes. Mega number 6.
So what happened with this archaeologist?
Oh well.
Tell us a story. This is QFAG story time.
Well, no, he was just able to teach me some very important life skills. So some knot tying, and also how to peel garlic in one hand. Like seriously, anyway transformed my life.
Wow, peel garlic in one hand. I'll learn that later.
Right hand.
Because I don't know any other forms.
Can you? No, I'm just. Give it. You just got to give it a good smack.
Could someone test this, please? Make sure it's non-slip.
Smack and shh.
Oh my
That's
God,
good.
he's done it!
One side. Is that the same piece of rope?
Yeah.
Is it strong?
This one?
Do we need to make it a double, Tom? Moo, do we need a double, or is it one enough?
Oh, one's totally enough.
Yeah? Okay.
How many of those do you want?
Oh, we need about 100.
We've got a drone. Nice drone. Good drone. Ooh, yeah. I just want to. This is Warren, our drone operator.
I'm just trying not to land in the grass. I think maybe it's short enough. I don't think I can land on that box. I think I'll just land on the grass. I think.
Okay, there's a table over there.
It'll be all right. I think. I should have brought my little. I've got a little.
Smooth.
I've got a little helipad. I should have brought down.
A portable helipad.
Little
Yeah, right.
just nothing.
All right. Get some good shots.
Well, I've got all there is really. What I need to do is come back when you've finished it and get some more. So that, and I'll give it to 11. I'll put it on a stick for 11 and she can.
Are we going to put you in the weaving as well?
Is that your doggy?
Yes.
How old is he?
16.
Oh, he's an old fella.
Nearly 17.
Is he husky?
A little bit.
Yeah.
Save the forest.
Yeah. And Moo's here, so why don't you just freeform if you wanted to while you're up there?
Didn't Jara have something to say about this? It wants us to reach up there. That's the idea. I'll just
It's a bit of a stretch, is it?
lean this over.
Yeah, it's as long as it just stays there. Yeah, that's what we're going to try and do.
I wonder if we should make a little kind of a special knot.
Wow, great.
Yeah?
I love special
like,
knots.
what if I make a little knot like that and then throw that over and then we can...
Yeah,
will that
sure.
work?
Yeah, great.
Nice sharp knife. These knives I highly recommend.
Oh, let's have a look.
Yeah, these knives, they stay sharp forever. I've never sharpened this knife that I can remember.
Good knives for activists.
Yeah, good knives for activists.
I like how it folds into the handle.
That was good, that part. Go for it. You guys do it together. So you go under first.
Yeah, you got it. Do that bit, and then the next bit made somehow.
And that means we get bitten by things.
It's true.
Yeah, I've been trying to surrender to that more. There's so many mosquitoes where I'm living at the moment.
Oh yeah.
And
Yeah, that creep.
I do have to quarantine myself a little bit, but sometimes when they're around and if I want to be outside, I just feel it. Surrender. Oh yeah, like after the Beltane ceremony.
Oh, that's right.
By the river.
Yeah.
That was another surrender moment. Yeah, because tolerance does build, even not necessarily on the, like it doesn't mean they're going to bite on you less necessarily, but just tolerating the sensation of being bitten and itching. I think that this is about as woven as it can be. So how long have you been working on this? Probably the last hour or so.
Nice.
And was with Yvonne was helping. We were doing it together. So it's like a joint two-person thing. Oh, let's see.
Look at this. I'm going to show you.
Wow. Goat and Forest are modelling their lovely pink rope tunnel.
Oh shit, is it wide enough?
Depends what size you are.
Give it a go.
Oh, it's a full body tube.
You can sort of climb through it, can't you?
Yeah, it's more to wear.
Yeah, I think it's a fabulous dress.
Yeah, it's more of a dress. You put your arms through.
Yeah, but you could... Oh, it's for climbing.
It's amaze balls.
It's a bit tight. So I've been doing this meditation lately where you go and you sit with one tree. And so you sit with one tree for 20 minutes, but you don't take your phone. That's the key. No, and you don't take any business or work or anything like that. You just go there and sit with a tree.
Go and sit under a tree.
And my experience is that I start to hear the music of the tree. I feel the rhythm of the tree. But mostly I come to a deeper place in me, and it feels like it's not like I'm breathing in the air the tree is giving me, and I'm giving the tree its air. But it's kind of like we're getting into a space where it's like it's not me and the tree. It's kind of like we're both part of the earth. Or something like that. And I
Bigger
love that
picture.
meditation. It's, you know, for me that's better than sitting with my eyes closed and trying to stop thinking. You know, what I'm doing is I'm just connecting with the tree, and so I go to different trees, and my experience is that, you know, with the kudru tree at my house or with the hoop pine at my house, very different things.
Really?
Very different
So what's your
things.
favourite tree? Do you have a favourite tree?
I have a tree with bees in it, which is a kudru
A bee tree?
A bee tree, yeah, it's a kudru tree. So when I sit there, sometimes the bees come and they want, you know, moisture.
Oh.
So that can be fun. You know, just to sit there still and let the bee interact with us as well.
Oh, Australian bees? Because
Yeah.
they don't sting anyway. They...
Not a native bee. This is like a European.
Oh, right,
bee,
okay.
Yeah, in the tree. Yeah. No, it's wonderful. And,
Well, so you've
and
got...
smells. Suddenly, I'm smelling more than I ever do in life. You know, so I think things slow down for me. And, yeah. I think it's important to, and I think, you know, you're feeling the blood in my body. Just, it's a very physical meditation, I think, being with the tree. I recommend it. I'm finding it really exciting, really thrilling way to be mindful, but also to connect.
So the question of the day is, how can we weave nature into our lives?
Well, we need to connect with each other as humans for a start, and talk about things that we care about, and actually get out to places like this and be with nature and hear the place and feel the place and see what's there and spend some time and look a bit deeper. Get below the surface, that's what it's all about.
Yeah.
Because so much is surface. Yeah, so that's pretty much it.
This is... Oh, hello.
Yes.
This is Spiral, by the way.
Hi.
Yeah, hi. And let's see if I
Yeah, I've
can get
never
you weaving
woven
in the background.
Bangalow palms before, but it was a great pleasure. It was a great pleasure. And I was feeling into the timelessness of that process and feeling gratitude to all the peoples, including on this land, I'm sure, who have woven in that way before, and feeling a humility to be doing that as well, and tuning into the peace in that. Like, it felt really peaceful, and I was also doing it with someone else who's a friend of a friend who've only just met recently, and it was a really great way to bond as well. Grounding, being on the ground, touching the plant, kind of getting to know the plant in an intimate way was really special, actually. So, and then just feeling like something had been created that without too much planning or thought or stress or anything, it just happened. It was more about the process and like a meditation. And here it is.
Here it is. Beautiful.
Well, it's one of those.
Goat said to hang it in a tree, and I thought, well, my name's Forrest, so...
I'm going to hang it on me.
Exactly.
So is this how you're choosing to weave nature into your life
Absolutely.
more?
I'm wearing it.
By wearing it.
Exactly.
Do you have any more thoughts on that, by the way? How we can weave nature into our lives more?
Well, I live on a self-sustaining permaculture farm, so yeah, I kind of practice what I preach.
You're doing that every day.
I do it every day. It's what I do.
Shall prosper. No, they can't.
Wow, that's so big. Makes mine look very little.